Hello guys, my name is Pooja Yadav and today we are going to see about the circulatory system. So in human bodies or in animals, there are different type of systems like the nervous system, the digestive system, the circulatory system and the respiratory system. Like in the nervous system, the neurons take plays an important role in transmitting the information from one part of the body to different part of the bodies. And like in respiratory system, it exchange gases from external environment into our body. And like the digestive system digests the food and transport to the different cells of the body. So one of them is the circulatory system. One of them is the circulatory system. Now we talk about the circulatory system. Circulatory system includes the heart and the blood vessels. Heart pump the blood and the blood vessels transport the blood from different cells to different cells of the body, right? Let's start with the circulatory system. So what is the circulatory system? The circulatory system is the transport system of the body. It transports nutrients, water, and the oxygen to billions of cells billions of body cells and they carry away waste such as carbon dioxide that body cells produce. So main work of the circulatory system is the transport system of the body and transport the nutrients, waters, oxygen to different body cells and carries away waste such as the carbon dioxide that body cells produces. Now the circulatory system includes heart, first of all heart, then blood and the blood vessels. Now we discuss about one by one these components one by one. First is the heart, right? In this diagram we also see the heart, the blood vessels, right? First of all, the heart. Everyone know about a little bit about the heart. What is that? The shape and size of the heart is like our fist, our closed fist, right? And the main function of the heart is the pumping of the blood, right? So heart has the job of pumping the blood and the substance around the body in the tubes called the blood vessels. Main work of the heart is the pumping of the blood and the substances to different body cells through with the help of the tubes. What are the tubes? The tubes are called the blood vessels, right? Now the heart and the blood vessels. Heart and the blood vessels together make the circulatory system. The heart and the blood vessels together make the complete circulatory system. Okay, the blood vessels consist the arteries, the veins, the arteries that in this diagram shows in the red color, and the veins colored in blue, and the capillaries is the mixture, the connecting link. Capillaries are the connecting link of between the veins and the arteries, right? Next, the second component of the blood, second component of the circulatory system is blood. This is the second component. Okay, then what is the blood? Everyone know little about that. What? This is the red in colored, right? Blood is red colored, viscous fluid. It flows in through the blood vessels with the help of blood vessels. Then function of, what is the function of blood? Blood supply food and oxygen to every cells of the body, right? Everyone know human cells made a human body made up of cells, right? Made up of the combinations of the cells. Then every cells require the oxygen and the food and the nutrients to perform the different metabolic functions, right? Then blood supplies food and oxygen to every cells. How? The oxygen, our lungs take oxygen from the external environment and transport it to the blood, and then blood transport it to the different cells of the body, right? Likewise, the food is digested into the digestive system, and the nutrients is absorbed by the small intestine, and then the small intestine transported to the blood, and then the blood transported to the different cells of the body to perform, so that the different cells of the body perform their metabolic functions, right? Now the blood has two components. This is the important from the examiner point of view. What is the component of the blood? The first is the plasma, and second is the blood vessels. Okay. What is the plasma then? Plasma is the liquid portion of the blood. Plasma is the liquid portion of the blood. In this diagram here, plasma is shown in the blood vessels. This is the blood vessels. Firstly, the tube-like structure. Blood vessels are the tube-like structure. Okay. Then the blood vessels. These are the blood vessels. See, this is the blood vessels, and blood vessels consist blood, and in blood, what is that? Blood consists of plasma and the blood cells, right? Plasma, what is plasma? Plasma is a non-living liquid portion of the blood that is yellowish in color, and plasma consists salt, water, and the enzymes, right? Now the blood cells. We discussed about the components of the blood. Blood contains two components. The first is the plasma. Plasma is the liquid portion of the blood. Then second is the blood corpuscles, blood cells. Then what are the different kinds of blood? Consists three kinds of blood cells and blood corpuscles. First is the RBC. First is the RBC, second is the WBC, and third is the blood platelets. RBC, also known as red blood corpuscles, WBC, also known as white blood corpuscles, and the platelets, blood platelets, are also the scientific name of the blood platelets are the thrombocytes, right? Then if we discuss about the red blood cells are red in color, right? And it contains the main work of the red blood cells are the transport of oxygen. Okay. Now the if in our further lectures we discussed about the red blood cells, the structure of the red blood cells. Let's see a short part. The structure of the red blood cells is biconcave, and it contains hemoglobin. Within it, hemoglobin binds with oxygen and provide red color to the cell, right? And if hemoglobin, right, let's see, the hemoglobin bind with the oxygen, form oxyhemoglobin. Oxyhemoglobin. Okay. The main function of the RBCs is to carry the oxygen. Let's again, red blood corpuscles, they have oxygen carrying pigment. What is the oxygen carrying pigment? Is hemoglobin, which gives red color to the cells, and it bind oxygen, hemoglobin bind with oxygen to form oxyhemoglobin. Clear? Which transport oxygen to all blood cells, right? Now is the white blood cells. White blood cells are also called the soldier of the body. Why? They defend the body from different microorganisms that cause diseases. Okay. So they defend the body against infections, and they fight against the germs, and also provide immunity against infection, or called the soldier of the body. Like the Indian Army soldier defend the nation, defend the complete nation from the terrorists. Likewise, the WBC are the soldier of the body. They defend the body from the infections, from the infections causing microorganisms. The germ cells, the microorganisms like bacteria and virus that causes the body disease. So WBC defend against that. Now, third component of the blood cells or the blood corpuscles are the blood platelets. The main function of the blood platelet is the clotting, blood clotting, right? They are the very minute. See in this diagram, they are the very minute cell present in the blood, and they help to stop bleeding by clotting the blood. So if we revise our previous 2 minutes, what is the blood? First is the circulatory system, right? Circulatory system consists heart and the blood vessels. The heart, main function of the heart is the pumping of the blood in the substances to different body cells. And now the blood vessels what blood vessels contains the arteries, veins, and the capillaries. The main function of the blood vessels is to transport the blood through them. Blood vessels are the tube-like structure, and the blood passes through them to different body parts. Okay. Now the third component of the circulatory system is the blood. Blood consists two parts, plasma and the blood corpuscles. Then plasma is the liquid portion, and it contains enzymes, salt, and water. And the blood second component of the blood are the blood cells or the blood corpuscles. Blood corpuscles contains RBC, WBC, and the blood platelets. WBC, what is the main work of WBC? It gives red color to the blood and carries oxygen and transport to different part of the body. Second is the WBC. WBC is the soldier of the body, or also called the soldier of the body. What they do? They defend against they defend the body against the microorganisms, against the infections causing microorganisms. And the third one is the blood platelets. The main work of the blood platelets is the blood clotting. Okay. Next is the blood vessels. Are discussed previously. Blood vessels or the kind of blood vessels are the arteries, veins, and the capillaries.